Episode 22. It was not her. Austin Bank, you have received a transfer of $100,000 on July 10th, 2016. Your balance is now $100,001.34. Henry paused, and then started to wipe the screen like crazy. Serena typed, "Did you receive it?" Henry replied, "Yes. You got rich? Are you still in school? Where did you get all this money? I heard you're married to Jake Robinson. Is that true? Is it you in that video? Whose dark secrets are you trying to dig up? I will find out about that person's ancestors for you." Seeing Henry's reply, Serena couldn't help chuckling. This guy had not changed at all. Her long fingers danced away on the keyboard as she typed, Eva Lopez. Seeing that name, Henry had an unsure look on his face. Shaking his head, he sent an emoji of okay. "Since I took your money, I will do it well. Rest assured that the mission will be accomplished." "Thank you. I have someone who could manipulate Webb. Should I push the story after I get the content?" "Even better." "This girl." Henry chuckled and started to work. After closing the chatting window, Serena saw another message popping out in the group chat. Stella Carter typed, "Serena is online." Seeing that name, Serena felt a chill in her heart. It was her, Stella, someone she thought to be her friend. However, Stella ended up setting Serena up with Eva and Lila, which had turned out to be the main reason for her miserable previous life. Hesitating for a moment, Serena still clicked on the window and replied, yes. Stella said, "Long time no see." Another friend typed, "Well, isn't that Mrs. Robinson?" Even through the screen, Serena could feel the jealousy in the sentence. A third person said, "Mrs. Robinson? What does that mean?" "She was married to the richest guy in Austin. Don't you know that? Did you see the video yesterday? Eva was sent to the police station by her." "Really? We are all schoolmates after all. Why would Serena do that?" Stella said, "Don't blame Serena. I have seen the video. Eva was over the line." "Stella, aren't you good friends with Eva? Why are you defending Serena? You just want to kiss her ass because she has become Mrs. Robinson, right?" What chaos! Even in high school, these people had not liked Serena, and they had become even more mean at this point. Serena decided not to pay them any attention, closed the window, and started to type out a document. After more than an hour, she had finished. 30 clearly stated clauses. Serena stretched her arms, looked at the clauses again, and became a bit sad. Even if she did not do this, Jake would use these clauses against her. The contract Jake had drafted in her previous life had been effective for 5 years, while the one she was drafting now would be effective for 1 year. Now everything was ready. All she needed was a stamp from the lawyer. The title of the document was very simple: Divorce Contract. Walking out the door, Serena did not ask Marcus to follow her around, but took a taxi to a law firm half an hour away from home, according to her memory. Daniel Brown was one of the best lawyers in Austin. In her previous life, Lila had set her up multiple times to be in legal troubles. Each time, Daniel was the one who had saved her. It was the city center of Austin. In her previous lifetime, Lila had once taken her shopping around this area, and during lunchtime, she had met Daniel. Walking into a restaurant near the law firm, Serena found the spot that she remembered. At this spot, a man in his 40s wearing a pair of wire-rimmed glasses was sitting in front of a laptop. The delicate food in front of him remained untouched. The man's eyebrows were knitted. Clearly, his case was not an easy one. In Serena's last lifetime, Daniel mistook her for a friend of his. Because Serena looked like that friend, Daniel had done everything possible to help Serena. Before the day Serena had been set up to be the murderer of Captain Henrik, Daniel had told her that he had good news for her. She had never had the time to hear the good news. What was it that Daniel was trying to tell her? Feeling sorry, Serena gazed at Daniel. Feeling Serena's gaze, Daniel looked up at her sharply. It only took a glance for Daniel to be confused. A waiter carried a tray over and served a cup of coffee to Daniel. "Mr. Daniel, your coffee." Daniel reached for the coffee, but took his hand back because of the heat. Accidentally, he tipped the cup and spilled the hot liquid on the floor. The waiter became pale. "Sir, are you okay?" Daniel shook his head and quickly cleaned himself up. He subconsciously looked to the direction of the girl. However, she was already gone. Was he delusional? Feeling incredibly sorry, Daniel looked down. However, as he turned his head, a slim figure had already appeared in front of him. The girl had bright eyes and flawless skin. Her face looked exactly like the person he had remembered at first glance. However, with a closer look, they were quite different. The woman he remembered was elegant but warm. The girl in front of him seemed to be smiling, but her eyes were cold and distant. The girl's features were also more delicate than the woman he had remembered. Despite their difference, Daniel was still dazed. Looking at the middle-aged man with a smile, Serena greeted him politely. After all, for him, it was their first encounter. Looking at her smile, Daniel could not help comparing her to his old friend. They were so much alike. Feeling excited, Daniel's eyes lit up. "Hello, my name is Serena." Her words made his excitement go away immediately. It was not her.